Good morning. It is 4:47 a.m. I'm on my way right now to Sacred Roots in North Carolina to visit with Gina Giorgio, who works at the Students for Sensible Drug Policy.
There are a lot of ways in which psychedelics are stigmatized or misunderstood in the media, and a few are that psychedelics are addictive, psychedelics are deadly, psychedelics will make you go crazy. People are saying that you can take a psychedelic once and it's gonna cure you of a mental illness. I think that that really calls into question, like, what is this thing in the middle and why are we not framing it around that? So I have experienced depression and anxiety actually for most of my life, as well as suicidal ideation. And I never told anyone or did anything about it because that wasn't really a way that I was brought up in my family. And so I didn't even really have the mental, emotional tools to express that to someone anyway. And so taking mushrooms, what I thought might be, it was something out of curiosity, ended up being something that made me feel happier than I knew was possible. And it helped me to actually access these emotions within myself that I suppressed.
In talking about psychedelic policy, Gina and I touched on something that I think is really important to understanding the United States' current drug laws. The Students for Sensible Drug Policy just took the Drug Enforcement Administration to court over the rescheduling of two psychedelic compounds, DOI and DOC. DOI and DOC are currently being used to study their roles in pain management, combating depression, and preventing drug addiction.
And so on our team, we have a couple of attorneys and 10 to 15 scientists who work with DOI full-time in their labs. And so our argument is, one, there is little to no proof that DOI is being used recreationally in any expansive way, but there is an abundance of research showing how this is useful, and our scientists also had the chance to talk about why scheduling these would be super harmful for research in this field in general because of the lengthy and expensive process for obtaining a Schedule I license.
Now, the government did in fact argue that there is some evidence of recreational use of these compounds. Their source, Reddit.
We spent an entire day with the DEA discussing why a comment that they saw on Reddit with 11 upvotes seemed to outline or show that people are taking DOI.
Despite over 900 research articles using these compounds and 0 seizures of DOI in the last 5 years, it would seem that this case is a little bit biased. Check out what Hamilton Morris, longtime psychedelic advocate, had to say about the hearings which he attended.
At one point, the question was asked, does all use constitute abuse? And this question was so insane, so crazy, that the DA agent started, yelled from the stands, of course.
So I think some people view this as they're feeling discouraged about, the political landscape of psychedelics. And I think, to me, it really just shows that there's more work to do when it comes to public education. We've seen so many stories about psychedelics' healing properties and how it's transformed people's lives. And there's also some research to show that psychedelics may be more beneficial than things like antidepressants. But I think that if we're not getting that information out there on a larger scale, then how relevant is it? I see advocating for psychedelic policy reform as a lifelong mission and goal of mine because I think, one, the political process is lengthy, but also it is a lengthy process to change people's minds about something that they've been programmed their whole life to view in a negative and dangerous way. I always wanted pet rats and my mom would never let me. And so I did not enjoy that job because for hours per day, you're doing experiments